Okay, hello. Today we're going to do lesson 86, which is algebraic phrases, page 270 of your book. So make sure you're taking notes as we go through the lesson. As you know, in algebra, what we do is that we use math as a language. Math is a language. So we're going to be learning today or reviewing how do we translate from an English sentence that they give us and that we need to translate into mathematical um, symbols, okay? And so, or mathematical sentences. So let's start with some of the key important words that we're going to be looking at today. Whenever we have sum, we're going to put a plus, or greater than also is plus, or whenever they say that a number is increased by another number is also plus. Then we have these other three words, difference, less than, and decreased, and this all represents minus because we are subtracting, okay? Then they also give us the word product, which we know is the result of multiplication, or they can say something with times, or they can say something like twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. And then this one that is very important also, which is the opposite of a number. And remember, the opposite is just changing the sign. And so we're going to put a minus n because whatever n is, we want the opposite changing the sign. So let's look at some of the examples. The first phrase that they can give us is the sum of a number. Number is n or x or any variable you want to use, and 7. So the sum of a variable or a number and 7. The sum of a number and -7. The sum of a number and -7. These obviously can simplify into just -7, but we can put it like this for now since we're starting to translate. Then it says 7 greater than a number, 7 greater than a number. Remember, whenever we have this word greater than or less than, we're going to put it after the next part. And then here, a number increased by 7 is x plus 7. Okay? Let's keep going with the next one. The next one says the difference between a number and -7. And so here's the number, -7. Then here goes this less than again, okay? So 7 less than a number is x minus 7. Notice how I didn't put 7 minus x, because what we're taking away is 7. 7 is what we're saying, this is 7 less, so we have to subtract 7. And a number decreased by 7. Next one, product. The product of a number and 7. 7n or 7x or 7w, whatever you want to call the variable. Twice a number is 2 times the number, 2n. 9 times a number, 9n. And 9 times the opposite of a number is 9 times -n, which simplified is -9n. Then they can also combine some of these keywords. For example, the sum of twice a number and -4. So here's the sum of who? Of twice a number and -4. Here's another one. 5 times the sum. 5 times, parentheses, 5 times what? The sum. The sum of who? Of 2 times a number or twice a number and -8. Very easy, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's do this together. So what we're going to do is I want you to pause the video right now and try to do all of these by yourselves, okay? So pause the video right now, try to do them by yourself in your notebook, write them down, and then we're going to continue to see the answers, okay? All right, I'm going to continue with the answers now. Okay, so the sum of a number and 9, n plus 9, a number decreased by 9, n minus 9, opposite of a number, decreased by 6. The sum of the opposite of a number and -3 is going to be the sum of the opposite of a number minus 3. The sum of twice a number and -3, the sum of twice a number and -3, which simplified, we can put it like that. The product of who? Of 5 times a number and 6 is this. And then 4 times the sum of twice a number, 4 times the sum of twice a number and -3.